Amy Kosh here with your life tip for the day. So today's tip is all about responsibility. And it's actually about the idea that responding is not the same as taking action. All too often things happen in our lives and we just respond, right, like that. Except that what we're really doing is taking action. And we've joined together response and acting, and we imagine that it's all the same thing. But it's actually not. It's two aspects. And when we can separate those two, we make a lot better decisions and we have a lot more options in terms of the actions that we want to take. And that means that we get to choose outcomes that we can meet through our actions. So when something happens that you're not expecting, for instance, I was driving to teach a class a while ago and this guy got behind me on a one-lane, really curvy road and there was zero place to pass. And I was doing a little above the speed limit because I like driving fast on curvy roads. But this guy was really in a rush. So the whole time he was behind me, he's banging like this and cursing and all kinds of expletives that were going out of his mouth that I'm pretty glad I couldn't hear because he was in the car behind me. But I could see how upset he was getting. And so then he got closer and closer and closer. And the closer he got, the more nervous I got because I thought, wow, you know, I'm doing around 50, 55 miles an hour on this really windy road. If something happens in front of my car, this guy's going to slam into me. And then we're both going to have a really bad day. So I thought, well, I could speed up and try and put some distance between us. But judging by the mood this guy was in, I was pretty sure he was going to speed up. And again, try to either pass me on a road that there's really no place to pass. And I'm the queen of passing in places that you're probably not supposed to. But he would probably be right back on my bumper, which just puts us both in danger and was really ramping up my nervousness and my anxiety about being hit by this guy. So I thought, well, what else can I do? So I started to slow down. And I figured, well, at some point I'm going to be going slow enough that he'll try and pass me, or he'll back off, or even if he hits me, if I'm only going really slow speed, nobody's going to get hurt. So we're going along, and I've got about 10 miles of this road before I had to go teach this class. So we're going along, and he's right on my bumper, and I keep slowing down, and slowing down, and slowing down. And he's creating all sorts of fuss, and I can see how upset he is, and he's cursing and all kinds of stuff. And eventually, by the time I pulled into the place I was teaching, I had slowed down to 10 miles an hour, which I'm sure infuriated the heck out of this guy. But I felt really good because I knew even if he hit me at 10 miles an hour, nobody was going to get hurt. So I walked in to teach my class and I was in a good mood and I was kind of laughing because I thought, wow, this guy just created a lot of anxiety and there's really no need to. And, you know, I kind of hoped he had a better day after that. But I walked in and I felt really good. I felt relaxed. I felt calm. I didn't feel tense in my body. I didn't feel like I was going to throw up because some guy might hit me in the car. And I realized that what I had done was I took my response to having this really angry guy behind me for 10 miles and I separated it from my action. And by doing that, it was really easy to see that there are some clear choices that I could have taken. I could have sped up, could have kept going the way I was, could have slowed down and diffused at least some of the danger in the situation. So when something happens that is unexpected, or when something happens that you're not really crazy about but you kind of sort of expected, like maybe getting laid off at work or getting suspended at school or something that you kind of knew might be coming down the pike but you were really hoping wasn't going to. So when something like that happens, first notice what's your response. Like, what's the physical feeling in your body? Are you nauseous? Do you have butterflies? Are you getting hot? Is it hard to breathe? Is your heart rate going up? Are your muscles tensing? And then take just 3 breaths And in those 3 breaths, what you're going to help to do is you're going to help trigger your parasympathetic nervous system, which will help calm your body down. And when your body is calmer, your brain works better. So in those 3 breaths, you're buying yourself time to look at, what are my real choices here? What action can I take that will bring the best outcome for me and likely for everybody else involved? So by separating our response from the action we choose, by taking 3 breaths, we make better decisions, and ultimately we reach our goals much more easily and feeling a lot better. So that's your coaching tip for the day. I hope you found it interesting. Please hit me up with some comments. I would love to hear what you guys think about this and whether you try it and how it works for you. And if you really like it, share. And if you want any more information about life, about coaching, about how to do stuff, especially adulting these days, I'm really big into teaching people a little bit about adulting. So hit me up, put Adulting 101 in the header, and you can reach me at anunstoppablelife.com. See you guys later.